Yeah, thank you for African Initiative and the promoter who have reached out to me to be able to talk about and be able to give my contribution about how to uh, participate to the growth of Africa. So this video is in English, unfortunately, but Cameroon is bilingual, so I hope everybody will be able uh, to listen to the video. If you have question, a comment, critics, or anything, suggestion, feel free to reach out to African Initiative through the Facebook page, and they will report it to me. So my idea of Africa, you have seen lately a whole flux of people migrating towards Africa and African businesses, and you wonder why are everybody moving in that direction, and how can we make a good out of it. So we as African, we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do, first of all, in our work ethic, secondly in our vision, and thirdly in our actions. So as far as our vision is concerned, one of my suggestions would be to challenge all the Africans, especially the young people, to always, every year, aim to have a vision board. A vision board will have your perspective of the year, and try to put in there things that you want to accomplish as an individual, and things that you want to accomplish for your country, for your continent, things that you want to touch and move and change. Try to put it in your vision board, and every year or throughout the year check it out. Try to check and make sure that you are growing towards your vision board, and try to make sure that you are marking things down, you are checking stuff that you have done or have accomplished. um, uh, One advice that I will also have, from my experience that I've seen, from my experience based on things that I've seen around me and based on my personal experience, I would say be bold. Be bold. Don't think that one domain is just for certain people. That one domain is just for this type of person. That I'm too good to do this. No, that's a bad way to think, and that's one of the things that diminishes us Africans. You do not have to settle for something or think that you are too good for something. Sometimes the things that you think you are too good for are actually the things that will change you, that the things that will bring you to the next level. One Indian friend of mine told me that change with the change, otherwise the change will change you. So Africa is changing, so we all have to change with the change, otherwise the change will change us. So let break the chain of being enslaved again by working on our habits, working on our mind, working on the way we do things. So be bold, be creative. Whether it's like designing, like I saw on the social media, somebody designed a way to package the bâton de manioc, the cassava food, and to be able to resell it, or the tomato juice, or the 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 manioc, the cassava leaves, things like that. We have to be creative, like that. The next thing, the greatest thing will come to the very basic thing. The greatest project, the greatest idea will come to the very basic idea or very basic thing that we see around us. So look in your environment. I challenge every African, every youth, always look into your environment and see why, and ask the question, why does that table is this way? What can I change to make it better? What can I do to make it more appealing? So think about that way of doing things. We have to change our mind, change our way of thinking. You know, Europe is not the only place we can succeed. Look at what is happening. A lot of Europeans, a lot of people overseas are moving towards Africa because they feel like it's the next greatest land. So why do we still have to think that it is here that we will find our successes? We have to think locally. We have to use everything that we have locally. We have to when we use, for instance, the social media, instead of using social media just to talk trash or things that are not relevant to our betterness, our betterment. So we have to use social media first to dig deep and understand how other people did things. We have to look at other people's profile, those rich people that we are aware of, Bill Gates, Oprah. We have to be able to look at their profile and understand the way they did things. We have to use internet for to learn more from those society. For instance, me being here in the United States, and the way they are working, I noticed that we have a problem with our working ethic, with our work ethic, with our working attire. So we have a tendency to come to work at 10 o'clock and then leave early, and we are looking for the next holiday, we are looking for the next pong. Why? That time can be used for something. If you feel like you are doing something, and that thing that you are doing, or whichever company you are working in, you feel like you are not using your you are not using 90% of your time, or you are using only 40% of your time, take the other 60% and be creative. Think about something. And again, don't think that you can do it by yourself. Join hands. Togetherness is the key. So a Vietnamese guy told me recently, or I want to say a year ago, he told me that you can easily break one stick, but not seven stick together. Let's work together. Let's Even if you have like a little something, find the next person, a person that you trust, and let's build that trust too. Find the person that you trust, join hands, and then be able to get together and create something. Togetherness will lead us to very, very great and high achieving projects. So let's think about that. And never cease to learn, never cease to develop yourself. And when I say learn, it doesn't mean that you have to read your material and just read it. No, it means that you have to understand whatever concept you lean for. You have to be able to grasp it, you have to be able to understand the in and out, and then you have to be able to take it and bring something good out of it, create a project based on that thing. you know and you have the internet for that. Everything is accessible. You have Udemy, you have Allison, you have all those tools that are teaching you soft skills, technical skills that are allowing you to be good, to be great. So lean towards those things. Don't settle for what you are learning at school only. The world is changing, and nothing is about school anymore. It's about personal development. It's about self-learning, self-taught. We have to be flexible to do those kind of things. And I believe that people have ideas. I believe that we are all unique. We are bringing something unique on the table. So finding yourself, what is the unicity about me, and bring it out. Bring it out. Don't be scared. Don't be scared that people will think that you are a failure. What are you coming up with? Probably even people are thinking that, what am I saying? Who am I to talk that way? What have I done? But again, do what you think you will do, and that will impact the world. Do what you think you will do that will impact the world. Be the next generation and be the next change. Bring up idea and try to implement it. Failure is good. If you fail, fail again. If you fail, keep failing. It's okay. But it's good when you actually fail and learn from it. When you are learning from those mistakes, or you are sharing your past experience with people so that they can learn from it. Be open to learn. We Africans, we have a problem about be open to learn. We have to learn from other people, especially youth. You guys are great. You guys have